Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Attila here today on the channel. We're back with episode 5 of my Age of Justinian Let's Play, playing as the Romans, the Roman Empire, the Byzantine Empire, whatever you want to call it. It's all Greek to me. We're playing as Justin, the son of the late Justinian, and here is the Roman Empire at the time of recording. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be declaring war upon the Gepids, which are essentially, originally they were an Eastern Germanic tribe. They're basically a subsect of the Goths. They were allied with the Ostrogoths. They were subjugated under the Huns for a little bit, but now they've taken a little bit of territory just in the north here, in the Balkans / in Dacia. They are currently Christian, however, their lands now lie in former Roman Empire occupied territory, so we want to try and seize it. We've also got some Eastern Roman Empire separatists. They've taken hold in northern Italy, and we're still dealing with some rebellions in Iberia as well. We are gaining and getting some decent progression in Iberia, thanks to our various victories against the Visigothic kingdom. We also toppled their king, but I feel confident enough now to open up an additional front. I've sent the Eastern army with Justin westward. We've been keeping a watchful eye on the Sassanids and the hordes to the east, along with the Armenians and stuff, but we haven't been attacked at all, which is good. Maybe just because we've got such large garrisons there. There's quite built-up cities. We've had more action on the Western front in the fallen sort of remains of the Western Roman empires. We're just trying to get back control because Italy and Spain is at a very low point at this time. Okay, we've taken our first piece of territory in Pannonia, and I think it's time to end the turn and continue and just see how the Gepids react. I'm sure they're not too happy with the fall of the Visigothic kingdom. Well, from there, like, they mostly had control of Spain, apart from a couple others. Oh, what's this? The kingdom of Moors and Romans have attacked the Nasamones, a tribe in Libya. Okay, what I'll do, I can't afford a war with them. I'm going to have to decline and break it, because the thing is, they are in such an advantageous position, those Moorish Romans, to, like, strike Iberia. Like, we can't even take some of this rebel territory because my units have just been so whittled down and weakened. Okay, so we'll use political favours where you can, and we won't need to decree. Oh, we even had a rebellion there from taking it, so it's going to flee back. Okay, we'll get the Emperor, Justin, to give chase, and we'll quickly get rid of that. And it looks like the Gepids have an army outside, so we'll push up an attack. Let's have a look at this build. Okay, so they have similar units to that of the Visigothic kingdoms. Alright, well, let's fight this one and have our first fight against the Gepids. We have 3,000 Romans under the command of the Emperor, and they have a lot more barbs than us. So we have the Battle of Sirmium in 558. Okay, so it's actually a river crossing. I'm looking down. That's interesting. We might be able to use this to our advantage. It's foggy. We'll wait. I didn't want to risk it too much. Alright, so looking at our army build, we've got some decent units from Constantinople. Mostly axemen, and we've got some decent spears, a lot of cavalry as well. First time playing with Emperor Justin after rising to the throne. Unfortunately, due to the passing of Justinian, I could have given the throne to his adoptive son Tiberius or Belisarius, but Justin was the one to take the mantle. Hopefully now he can prove himself as a decent commander and emperor in the battle against the Gepids, because they're a strong and hearty folk. I do recommend googling the Gepids. They're sort of a forgotten Germanic Gothic tribe with some cool backstory. Okay, so we'll divide the army up into, well, 2 armies essentially, and we'll try and get my cavalry to cross the river and attack Because if we're attacking them there, I would imagine that their additional reinforcements are going to deploy over the other side of the river. Okay, so we'll quickly push down to the crossing here, and we'll make a shield wall. Move my archers up to support as well, and we'll move Justinian there as well. Okay, the enemy reinforcements are coming. Oh, bugger you. Okay, that's not good, particularly seeing there's a hill there. So, we're going to be surrounded quite quickly. So, we'll move my cavalry up here. Damn. We'll send the axemen across, and we'll send my cavalry around the back side. Okay. We're about to engage them there. Come on. Move, get... What? Why is this bugging out? Oh my god. Hang on, I'm gonna have to pause. What it... Look at this! Every time I try and drag it, it just bugs out. Come on, how hard is this? There we go. That'll do it. Oh, it'd be a shame if I just threw the battle here. Alright, move the general a bit closer. Alright, my cavalry is making their way to engage that reinforcements. Even just to delay them, that'd be good. There we go, that's a bit better. So my archers are getting some decent shots off here. And my spearmen are making a front line. I think they're falling through the earth slightly. But the Gepids have committed most of their forces. Right, you need to get across the river now, most definitely. Yeah, we were a little bit unfortunate that they managed to flank around the river there. Which they really should be all deploying in front of us. Okay. So, we'll move the melee cav there, and then we'll get the horse archers. Alright. Okay, looks like they're pushing their cavalry firstly from the reinforcements, a bit of a scouting. Also, no, here comes some spears. Just move up slightly. You might be able to hit that. No, I was going to say you might be able to hit that skirmish unit, but they've pulled back towards their infantry for protection. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? No. Pull back then. Right, back down here. We're holding on the bridge crossing. Yeah, they ain't going to move us out from that strong defensive position. Okay, now we've got some cavalry engagement. That's fine. Just pull back, because I don't want you to get caught and pinned down. I swear I gave the order for you guys to cross. I just want to try and get their cavalry away from this axe unit. Okay, they're now wavering, which is good. We kind of just need to delay this reinforcing army from getting to me, because if not, we might not be able to pull this off. If we can fight each army one at a time, oh, they're actually breaking there, which is brilliant. There we go. Now we can catch that. Pull back. They've been caught there, those archers, which is annoying. They're just gaming me a bit here. They're micromanaging well with that axe unit. I don't even know sending those axemen around the flank is even going to be needed anyway. Because by the time they get there, the first army that attacked me is probably going to capitulate. That cavalry's there. We can get that. Yeah, look at this. They're just crumbling on that front line. There's only 2 units here now. They've done a superb job. Yeah, luckily we'll be able to get into a shield wall formation. If not, it could have very well been a different story there. Alright, let's speed things up slightly. Okay. It looks like the pace of that reinforcing army has changed. So there still seems to be 4 units buckled in. Now when this axe unit charges in, what's going to happen? You'd imagine that the rest of this army would whittle away. The enemy general is now dead there, which will send a pretty decent morale decrease across the army. There we go, they've fully capitulated there. Perfect. Well, in the first battle here, the Gepids have suffered a huge defeat, and now it looks like the secondary army has made quite a smart and an astute move. They've made the decision to hold the high ground and take up a really strong defensible position. A lot of skirmishers there. They do have 3 units of cavalry, which is probably about the same as us. Oh no, we got slightly more. I was like, it might be closer to a bit more than us because my cavalry there are a little bit exhausted. Okay, so after a successful battle in the water, dry yourselves off, lads. We're going to be running up a hill next. Oh, man, we're putting the Roman army really through the ringer. These guys must be exhausted. Alright. Let everyone recollect themselves, get a bit of a breather in. Deep breaths, in and out. Okay, we've got some weaker units there. Should we split them up? Maybe just go shield wall for now. Just to see what we can do. Oh, they're actually pulling further back, which is quite smart. Well, they've put some cavalry and skirmishers there, so... okay, that was a really big bait there. Did you see how quickly they just got those skirmishers to hit them? We've managed... Hit me? We've managed to get 2 there. That's not... Okay, so this has worked out well. I was nearly sort of keen to bluff charge them a bit, but it's just turned into a full-on charge now. There we go. Okay, that's now been committed. Oh, for whatever reason, I think we got the shield wall up. The Gepids have done a heroic front-on cavalry assault on my front line. And we've managed to neutralize a couple units there. There goes the other one. Reform up here. Actually, go a bit closer to the center because we might be able to grab that other skirmisher. I don't know what they're doing. Okay. I think now with that charge, they have just broken their They had a really strong... Okay, there goes my cavalry now. I was going to say they had a really strong position. But now they've just gone absolutely frantic with my cavalry. Well, now my cavalry's gone, so they're probably just going to charge now, are they? Still quite close, 50-50. They've probably got the numbers on us still. But we have Emperor Justin fighting on the field. So the Gepids are now swinging their Gothic hard boys at the front line. And there only seems to be now a handful of skirmishers from what they were originally. Okay, it looks like they're putting a lot of pressure on my left-hand side there. So we'll bring Justin in for some support. And we'll let our horse archers here have some ammunition. I could draw their short swords and hit those skirmishers maybe. Maybe just get a little bit closer up. Nah, draw your short sword. Yeah, go for it there. Look at this. There's only 40. I'm happy to sacrifice them if we can just get rid. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that's another. That was worth doing that. Because there goes a full archer unit. Okay, we swung it back to a bit more in my favour. I don't think any more is probably going to come up and hit me. So, let's give chase. So they've gone... What are they doing? 2 banks, 2 infantry. I just don't want to sit back and let those archers hit me if I don't have to. Charging uphill is always risky. You've got a bit of ammunition, but it's not worth it. So what I'll do, we'll get some charges out. Let's give out some attack orders. So we'll try and get the front line to pin most of them down and we'll flank. They might still very well have a general left in here, so they will have some leadership and morale presence. Like, just like supporting presence compared to like if they had no generals, you know what I mean? Swing like this. Okay, they're wavering, but so are we a little bit. Alright, swing around properly. It's annoying that that archer unit's there, but we'll send a unit up. There we go, just try and flank now. Oh, now we're routing. There we go. Oh my god, we We capitulated them. I always get nervous when you're charging high ground like that. It can sometimes not work out, but we're able to there. Maybe because we managed to destroy that other army. Yeah, maybe they had so many losses. They were like, yeah, we know what's up here. Justin the Slayer is getting on in. Well, unfortunately, we've got no cavalry left, so we're not going to be able to run down some of these stragglers. Yeah, I just don't know if we're going to... we're getting some of them, but not as much as I'd like. So we end that there. Close victory. We deployed 3,000. Wow, they had just shy of 6,000. So they outnumbered us 2-1. They lost 4,000 on the battlefield. Crikey. Cavalry did really well. Justin did alright. Along with those axe units as well. They take heavy losses due to them not having much armour. But our first battle against the Gepids has ended in a pretty good victory. Now we should be able to push upon their capital here in Pannonia. We could push over the Danube, because Rome had some influences there. Yeah. Or maybe we should sit down below it. I don't know. I just want to try and make it look as much like the Roman Empire as we can. Alright. So, we might be able to push into their capital now. It's 558 AD. It's currently autumn. So, Justin is still sieging that out. We've got another rebellion here. They've pushed towards Roma. Hopefully... Oh, Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, I was going to say we might have lost Rome, but it doesn't matter at this point. Rome is an absolute shadow of its former self. The Roman heartland now beats in Constantinople. Right, we need to deal with those Roman separatists. I've sent Tiberius up to deal with it. They've now been crushed. We fought them in the last episode, but unfortunately we lost. This time around they've been eradicated. Because sometimes the separate, particularly with, there's rebellions and then there's, separatists, like Eastern Rome ones. They tend to be a bit stronger and they have better quality units than some of these rabble. So, the Roman rebellion factions, yeah, you definitely want to try and uproot as best as we can. We've still got a pretty decent province in that position in North Africa, so I think we can push this other army to Iberia. Okay, so there's still some annoying upstarts in and around Iberia. So what I'll do is I'll send Belisarius in, along with some additional reinforcements. Yeah, because although this is just like the territory that we took from the Visigoths, we are struggling to hold it. But a decisive victory there thanks to Belisarius. And he just needs to bring this land under heel, under control again. Right, back over in the east. We're still sieging out the Gepids capital. So we've gone from having 4 strong full stacks to 1 or 2 at full strength. So the siege equipment is being built. It was a close victory. We'll just auto resolve it. And, I'm tempted to nearly loot and occupy just for the cash money. Yeah, 2k, that's alright. We'll take that. And now Pannonia is fully under our control. Well, at least allied control. We've got the Lombards there. We could very well break our alliance with them as well. Because at the end of the day, they are barbarians. Although they're Christian, they're barbs. Okay, we're in a really good position now to make peace with the Gepids. They do have one province back up in Dacia, but we just need to replenish and repair and lick our wounds a bit. It was a costly assault. Okay, we've actually managed to find another trade partner, the Romano-Britons in Cornwall, because Wessex is now here, or what is this, the Saxons. So, we'll be able to get a massive amount of trade, because we're sending silk and gems all the way to the British Isle. Oh, we found a couple others. This is Mercia, I guess. Oh, definitely try and get some trade. The more trade nodes, the better. Because that's where most of our money is going to come from this campaign. Opening up the trade lanes to the north, Britain, Scandinavia, those Nordic countries. That'll be really... Ireland as well. Come on, Scottish, join the party. We can't see them there. But we're trading with everyone where we can. And we get a fair bit of money from it as well. Okay. Narbo's rebelled again. The amount of time... The poor inhabitants of Narbo... The amount of times this has been rebelled. Hopefully now we've got Italy secure. We'll send Tiberius back as well. It's just always a little bit back and forth in this campaign. Decisive victory. But we are bringing these Roman provinces back under control. It's just a little bit harder than what I'm anticipating. We've found the chiefdom of the Jotars. Okay. So we've found the clan that occupies Denmark. Trade! We love trade! Alright. Okay, we've had a rebellion here in Pannonia. That shouldn't be too bad. But construction-wise, I'll just quickly show you how we're going. We're not going too bad. Public order is getting better, but still not the best. Religion as well has changed quite a bit. We've put a lot of Greek Christianity where we can. The sanitation is a lot better as well. But yeah, still focusing on food, sanitation. I haven't shown you guys too much construction because I find it a little bit boring. We will make some plans to recover these regions now. They cost a lot. Look at this. 8,000. Is it worth it? Not really, but unfortunately for me, no tribes have come in, because sometimes it's actually worth for a roaming horde tribe just to take it, then you can just get rid of them and take it off them. But now that we've got a little bit of money left over, as my construction is now back on track, there's not too many regions where we can put more sanitation and food in, because that's the main two. Then you deal with the religious stuff later on. Unfortunately, one piece of territory has fallen that the Visigoths owned. The Kingdom of Moors and Romans seem to be taking a territory in Mauritania, which I recently controlled, which I guess is good. Okay, what's this? A Lanista. Train the veterans or recruit him? I guess we'll recruit him. Unfortunately, we might have a succession crisis in the future, because Belisarius, Justin, and Tiberius have had no children, which is quite strange. Okay, back in Italy, we're actually trying to get the entirety of the peninsula under our control. We're going to recover these former Roman cities. So, Fiorentina and Napoli are now back, but like I said, it costs quite a bit. There's even one in the north here as well. We'll try. We have been attacked in Pannonia during the end turn phase by some rebels, but it shouldn't be too much of a concern. Ironically, the Gepids want to come down to attack us. No, Nabati, I don't want to join your war against them. Oh, they've actually attacked me here. Okay, and the Gepids are going to come in and try and, I guess, regain and cause some favour. I guess they don't want to see their people, their old citizens in the settlement be destroyed. You'd think they'd be on our side. Yeah, maybe if it was another faction they would have let us burn, but because it's rebels, they were keen to come on in. They lost a lot of units in supporting there. That was a bit of a crazy fight in the end. Wow, I didn't comprehend, because I didn't think they would come in. It was a 10,000 man battle. Once again on the city. Wow. Crikey, okay. Let's try and get more of those desolate regions back under our control. How much does this one cost? 6k, not too crazy. But now we've got the finances to do it. We're in a really good position now across the empire. Alrighty, I'm nearly tempted to make peace with the Visigoths, just because there's a couple of other larger tribes here in Galatia and in Spain that I can focus on. We can probably get that warrioriness down as well. Like, yeah, we're not even if we take that territory, I don't know if I want it. I want to take these other ones first. We might even get a decent money. Now I'm not going to get money from it, but we'll make some peace. We've smashed them quite a bit. Agent recruited. Oh, it was the veteran. Right. Oh, is that what that mission did? He actually spawned in Constantinople. Oh, okay. I've actually forgotten about agents. We probably should get a bunch of those. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. I didn't know we could recruit them from the get-go. I kind of forgot about agents. We'll get a bunch of these veterans in. We'll chuck them in our armies. That would have been useful. But to be fair, they're a bit of a luxury, you know what I mean? They cost quite a bit. 1,000 each, which we probably haven't had the luxury to get them. But they're good to get. Alrighty. Well, Iberia is now under our control. Up in the north, what is this, Navarre and sort of the Pamplona region, the Viscones, I think it's, or the Vascones or whatever they're called. They're a tribe in there. We're probably going to declare war against them. They're attacking me again here, which is super annoying. Alright, so this Gepid territory is now under our control. We've even got some rebellions happening down here in Thessalonica, which is annoying. We've sent a randomly recruited general called Isaac. And we'll start sending these veterans across here now. But yeah, we'll send Belisarius to declare war upon them. So the Vascones, yeah, they are Greek Christian, which is rather unfortunate. But they are at war with the Swabi here. Okay, hang on, I'll join your war against them. What do you reckon? Moderate? I'd like some money, ideally. No, they're not interested, so we'll just join them. And we'll try and get this entire province under our control. And what are the odds once we move in 2 armies with Belisarius and his Bucalari coming on in? Okay, so we're favoured to win this one. Alright. Can you come in, Tiberius? No, you're going to be quite close on a force march, but you're not going to be able to get there. That's alright, we'll auto-resolve this one. And we'll bring essentially all of the Pyrenees under our control, which is brilliant. And we'll loot and occupy for now. Alrighty. So, northern Spain, sort of towards the French border, northeast Spain, to be precise, is now fully under Roman occupation. We need to push into Galatia next. Thessalonica's been attacked, but that's alright. We're going to be able to deal with this rebellion. Yeah, the rebellions have now shifted eastward more, which is interesting. We had a lot more in the western half of the empire. Disease spreading. We need to combat that. Alright, well, unfortunately it's time to wrap things up here. Thank you very much for watching episode 5 of the Age of Justinian Let's Play. Belisarius is going to move into this desolate territory. I think the Swabi owned this. Oh, so the Viscones do have an army nearby. Oh, we might have to play that in the next episode, actually. We pushed into Astorius. But yeah, there's still a couple more settlements and regions on Iberia before we can fully claim under our control. I think we've got an ally in Cordoba that we have to keep an eye on as well. So, we currently have Tiberius and Belisarius in Iberia. They're going to continue to bring all of Hispania under our control. We have Justin, who is now further eastward towards Italy and Pannonia in that region. The east has been fine. We've had no worries over there. I might make some plans to declare war upon the Sassanids, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this Age of Justinian Let's Play as much as I am. I'm having an absolute blast. It's quite a grind to take Iberia. It's been a lot harder than what I anticipated, because there's so many factions in there as well, and just trying to get this, because it's not like, oh, we're expanding and conquering, just need to defend the city. We need to invest in these regions as well, because they've just been let to rot and decay for quite a long, for many years now. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to play the outro now. Thank you, boys. I'll see you later. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you'd like to stay connected with me. Let me know feedback and suggestions for the video. Gotta say a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members: Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tal, Liam B, Kyle P, Tom C, and Wyatt P. But thanks guys, my name has been Simpzy, much love from Australia, goodbye.